On today's podcast, the first in 2026, I've got Billie and Jenn, and we are talking sales, purchases, and all the beauty that you need in this freezing weather.
I would also not necessarily look at a hand cream, but just at a really great, like, occlusive, ceramide-filled, peptide-filled creams.
And all the TV that we've binged over the Christmas period.
But for those who haven't watched the first season, I cannot implore you to watch it more. It's a brilliant piece of television of the small amount that I watch.
We give you the rundown on the travel that we have planned this year and also the wellness destinations that you really need to have on your radar.
It's not like a starvation camp. Like they do. The food's actually good. I've been before briefly, and the food's nice. It's just a little bit of a reset. So,
and finally, we solve your dilemmas. If that's becoming a sort of brotherly thing,
or like a dog, that sounds
like a dog.
Dog.
then I feel like that's the red flag. Like, yeah, when they're like your pet, sweet, but like maybe not romantic. Stay tuned. Do subscribe. It's a goodie. Welcome to the SheerLuxe Podcast, the first of 2026. As if it's in 2026. That is,
I know.
That's mad. Welcome, Billie and Jenn.
Thanks.
Welcome to the future. We can't start without talking about what we're wearing. So, girls, Billie, what are you wearing?
I am wearing ASOS Arrange barrel leg jeans, which are my favourite jeans.
How good is ASOS Arrange?
Oh my God, it's the best. My hoodie is also ASOS Arrange.
Right?
So
good.
Best. I'm just obsessed with it all. Like that's pretty much the only place I'm shopping for actual clothes, and the size inclusivity is really brilliant. And my shoes are Loewe men's trainers, a Bicester purchase.
Well done.
And these chunky silver earrings I got in Bali.
I was just admiring them. They're really cool.
I've got no idea who they're from, but they were lovely and inexpensive.
Really nice.
Dream.
My earrings are actually also from Asia. They're from Malaysia. They do very good metal over there. My polo neck is Uniqlo Heat Tech, which I think like 95% of the office are wearing today.
Yeah.
Jacket is Zara Sale. The trousers are with nothing underneath. A really nice warm wool as well. And my boots are Mango, but don't look too closely because their little heels come off one of them.
This is M&S Cashmere men's size large. It comes up small. I actually bought this for my brother for Christmas, and then we decided we weren't doing gifts, so I got it for myself. Thanks, Andrew. And I'm wearing Banana Republic trousers. I wear these all the time with Uniqlo Heat Tech leggings underneath because it's chilly. I've also got a Zara cashmere body on underneath. There you go, a little hint. Purchased from a few years ago. Listen,
really good.
What's going on the crotch between leggings, body,
none of our
knickers
business.
And trousers? None of your business.
Going to the loo.
10 minutes later,
where's Charlotte gone?
Literally, it's going to take some time today. My boots are my Kate boots, which are so trash, a bit like your Missing Heel. They're actually bumming out so much. I really need to get them fixed. These are Catbird. This is Arge.
Oh yeah, nice.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Zara. What's the one? Heaven Mayhem.
Well done.
They're Heaven Mayhem. Cool. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How are your Christmases?
Oh, very chill. One thing I've actually realised, as I say chill, my family don't really have chill. So like the days that you're meant to just like sit, I wonder what it's like to sit on a sofa and like eat a box of
Oh,
chocolates.
but what do you do?
Well, it's like, this cupboard needs clearing out, this drawer needs doing.
But is that like a group activity?
It was mainly like my mum's agenda for Christmas is like sort everything.
Do you also have this thing where your parents live in a house that definitely could house, like is large enough to house items of yours, but if God forbid you leave a piece of paper in their house, they hound you to remove it?
My wedding dress is there, and every time I go home, Mum's like, when are you going to take a wedding dress? I'm like, I live in London, you have a lot more space
There's
than me.
more space. There's more space. But like a wedding dress that is relatively cumbersome.
It's taking up some space.
Yeah. Whereas if an envelope comes to my parents' house,
how dare you?
It like, can you come and collect the envelope? I mean, yeah, it's
Oh,
they run a
wow.
tight ship. Yeah, they do not like storing my stuff.
Okay, yeah, Hurricane Billie is everywhere at my parents' house. So that's predominantly what I did over Christmas.
Fair.
There's a lot of sorting.
Good. Do you feel better for it?
I do. I feel lighter. I feel like cleansed going into 2026.
I like the build up to Christmas a lot. I love the festive season. And
Agreed.
Actually, between the 24th and the 1st, I really don't like to do much.
I was so bored in that period. Like, anyway, I did watch a lot of TV.
Yeah, we'll get on to that.
Like an unhealthy amount of TV.
wow.
So I have a lot to talk about.
You wrote down a list. She wrote down the list.
I need to get
Over
into
this.
TV in January. That's my goal.
What a noble goal.
I don't know. Like, I don't
Do you not watch stuff?
I watch bits, but like I've realised the majority of what I watch on TV is either sports or like quiz shows.
Okay.
I don't like
quiz
get into like a
shows,
series. Yeah,
such as?
like The Chase.
Oh, right.
Or like
like daytime
or like
TV.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Do you really?
Mastermind, love masterminds.
That is so interesting to me that's what you're into. Sure. Did you watch Sabalenka play
Yes,
Kyrgios?
I did watch that.
So this, for those who don't know, this was a show match. They called it a Battle of the Sexes match. Billie Jean King was kind of the famous one.
They did the movie about it, didn't they?
Exactly.
Yeah, they did. It's really good.
There you go, something you've seen.
Yeah. Oh, sports, I'm all over. Yeah.
I don't know how you guys felt about the whole thing. I don't know why Sabalenka agreed to it. I think she thought maybe it was going to be super fun, good vibes, which like it was not. The crowd did not bring the energy. And to me, all it does is do women a massive disservice because she's like a fucking powerhouse and he just wiped her out in 2 sets, really kind of without breaking a sweat. I mean, he actually was quite dignified and said it was quite hard work, but I just thought it really set women back.
I kind of thought it would be way more of a show match. Like I thought it would be a lot more like tricks and funniness just to kind of showcase tennis as opposed to it be this like man versus woman. And like I think it would have been way more fun if it was like mixed doubles.
Yeah.
It's a showcase. Make it a showcase.
Exactly. Don't just make it this scenario in which women just look inferior to
I
men.
wonder how much the tickets were as well. I bet they were
Thousands,
pricey. Yeah.
probably.
Let's talk about other TV. Jen, you've watched plenty too.
I have,
What have you got to
but my
recommend?
mind's kind of blank because I think it just goes in one ear out the other. But I was catching up on Shrinking, which it's so good.
It's
isn't
one of my
it?
favorite things on TV. Yeah.
It's have you watched it? No, obviously not.
But I do have a TV rack to come.
Okay, thrilled, but also you would love Shrinking.
It's really good. It's Jason Segel and Harrison Ford. They both play shrinks, and Jason Segel's kind of losing his shit a little bit and is basically like advising his patients to do crazy things. And it's really heartwarming and very funny. It's similar to, I would say it's got like Ted Lasso vibes.
Yeah, well, it's written by Brett Goldstein.
Exactly, who's also in it. Have you watched Ted Lasso at all?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, okay, so you know.
She's a Richmond guy.
Yes, okay. So Brett
Yeah.
Goldstein is in Shrinking as a sort of smaller part, but he also wrote it as well. Or it was one of the writers. And it's very like uplifting, nice watching when everything else is quite
good. We
like
need that.
hard and scary and depressing. And I like that too. I like the gritty stuff. But it's lovely. And the next series comes out in like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
So, no.
we should say there's a darkness to it because
there's a lot of grief.
There's a lot of grief. The reason he's acting out is because his wife has just recently passed away, and so there's a lot about how he's processing grief, how he's parenting their teenage daughter, and then have you watched season 2 yet?
Yeah.
Okay, so then there's a lot that kind of gets a bit more complicated in terms of how she passed away and different characters. And
It's very cleverly written.
It's very but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Where is it on?
Apple.
Apple TV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Billie, what have you watched?
I have watched the first 2 episodes of The Night Manager.
Me too.
The new series or the
new
old
series.
one? Okay.
The old one I was obsessed with.
Did you rewatch it before? Because I feel like I should.
Yeah, I actually rewatched it like about four months ago because I was like, I know that this is coming.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to rewatch it though.
I agree. It's
Okay.
a different plot. There's things that are intertwined, but it is a different plot. But for those who haven't watched the first season, I cannot implore you to watch it more. It's a brilliant piece of television of the small amount that I watch. Tom Hiddleston was an ex-military guy who then moved into being a night manager of a hotel. It's based on a John le Carre book. Amazing actors. Hugh Laurie is this like very hammy villain in the first season. Elizabeth Debicki's in it. Olivia Colman. It's like banger after banger of British actors.
Tom Hiddleston, after that, it was like, he's going to be Bond.
Yeah.
And then he did the Taylor Swift t-shirt thing.
That's exactly what I said to Ben. He wasn't the suave character
That he is in this.
that he is in the show.
Yeah.
Shame.
He's done all right. He's been in like Marvel films. I don't think we're worried about him. But
No, he's fine.
So the next episode comes out on Sunday.
Enjoying it?
Loving it. It's really good.
Are they
It's-
drip feeding the episodes?
Yeah, so
I
the
like
first 2 are
that.
out and then
Do you?
the
I
third
do
one's
because
on.
I think it like engages you more.
That's true.
I
And also
agree.
Sundays, January,
Yeah.
something to do. There's a lot of comparison to Slow Horses, but like, no, it's not Slow Horses, but that's okay. I think it's a different product. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of in that world, but
Yeah.
Slow Horses is a very specific aesthetic and feel and tone, and this is just something else,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
It's a good watch.
Somebody's written down Marty Supreme. Have you seen it?
Oh, no, I'm going this weekend.
I'm going this weekend also, but you
Guys,
are putting me off.
All I've heard is Charlotte's commentary about Marty Supreme.
I feel like, can somebody in the comments please tell me if they also did not like this film? It's not that I don't understand what the hype is. I understand what's good about it.
Yeah.
It's incredibly well made. You know, the acting's brilliant. It's not a bad film. But Timothée Chalamet's character is so profoundly unlikable that I truly didn't care what happened to him. And people might know that it's a story about a guy who was a professional
Table tennis.
Thank you. Professional table tennis player. And the kind of premise of the film is that he's aspiring to win a world championship, but he is a total kind of cad who kind of totally will step over anyone in his life to get to that goal. What I've seen so much of Timothée Chalamet in particular talking about is that this is a film about ambition and wanting to be the best and reaching your goals. And I completely disagree. It's a film about ego. It's a film about somebody who is so self-obsessed that they don't care about what happens to anyone else. And I found that so detestable so early on that I really just couldn't get behind it at all.
Interesting.
Yeah. I just really found it really hard to be invested.
That's so interesting because you're right. The propaganda around it has been very American Dream.
Yeah.
You know, you can be this.
And he's
hustler
been
that
sort of
makes
in
it.
character, I think, in some of the interviews,
yeah.
right? Almost method acting through the press tour. He's really passionate about it. But with this press tour, he's gone so far that I'm like, I don't know where he ends and Marty begins.
Yeah. I don't know. Everybody else seems to have loved it. I never check my phone, check my time in a cinema, and I was literally like, when is this going to end? I so disliked it.
Wow.
I know. Hot take.
Okay, it's made me want to go and see it more.
Yeah,
though.
kind of.
Please let me know your thoughts. I have another show that we need to talk about, which only comes out in the UK on this Sunday, so January the 10th, called Heated Rivalry. I was really surprised to come in yesterday and find out how many people hadn't heard of it yet, because in the States this has blown up. So it's a show that was commissioned for a really small Canadian streamer. It was always going on HBO, but it was a really kind of low budget adaptation of some books that are kind of, I think, a bit like Gossip Girly style books, which are about the two captains of rival hockey teams in the kind of Canadian American League who begin an affair. They're both men. It goes across a 7-year span in 6 episodes.
In the closet, or are they both?
Both in the closet,
Okay.
but it's also, it doesn't start, you kind of see their sexuality sort of, it's not as straightforward as that.
Fine.
It's not as black and white as that. Like, they kind of start this relationship, and then a lot of what the program is about is sort of, what are we? How are we defining ourselves? What is this? As a male gay friend said to me, it's amazing to watch a show about two gay men that isn't about something dark or depressing or or even about any sort of social commentary. It's a I mean, it's not a rom-com because it's not funny, but it's a love story.
It's a love story, yeah.
And it just happens to be about two guys. The other side of it is it's horny as fuck, you guys. This show, it's basically soft porn. Like, the amount you see is crazy, and it's just, there's a lot of sex in it. And there's been a lot of internet narrative around why straight women have been so captivated with it. And I keep seeing all these girls on TikTok being like, this has made me really question my sexuality, because, like, am I a gay man?
Am I a gay man?
Am I a gay man? But, like, the point, I think what people are talking about, what people are saying is that it's something to do with the kind of the anticipation, the build up. There's a lot of that kind of, it's not even will they, won't they? It's the kind of secrecy around the whole thing, and the illicitness of the affair. And I think there's just this isn't just a sort of simple, like, two people meet, fall in love story. There's a lot of kind of
Almost like
hiding
the
in
hot
shadows,
priest effect of, like,
it's exactly yes, Jen. It's exactly
the
like
kind
the
of
hot priest effect.
wanting what you can't have, and that
It's exactly that,
Pretty
which,
horny
like,
stuff.
women like, it turns out.
Yeah.
So it all drops on Sunday, and, like, honestly, please just binge it. It's like,
so where does it come out?
I think Sky.
Okay.
I think Sky and Now TV, because it's HBO. And then basically give yourself like an hour to do a deep internet stalk on the main guys, because one of them plays like quite a kind of quiet, I mean, very quiet, very sort of almost nerdy type. And the other one, he's Russian and plays this like super confident, very
jock.
straight, like almost like straight passing alpha character. And then when you see them doing all the press junkets and everything, they are like total opposites. They are both like so chaotic, so fun. Both of their Instagram followings have grown in 4 months from under 10,000 followers to 1.5 million.
Yeah, I'm sure. Believe it.
Like they have.
And is it actually well acted?
Yeah.
And so it's not sort of trash TV.
It's there's elements of trashy in that it's, you know, it's in the sort of OC One Tree. I mean, it's not quite One Tree Hill, but you know, it's in that sort of genre. But the acting is genuinely really, really good, especially when you then see them in real life.
Great.
So I highly recommend.
My algorithm has literally been
me too.
Heated Rivalry, everything. I thought, because the first time I saw it was on Evan Katz's Instagram. And I was like, has he created his own like dream show?
And you've never heard of it yet?
No, I hadn't seen this. I was like, has he just created?
He just made up what he wants to watch.
This like fit, like rom-com vibe. Yeah.
What was that book with the film?
Red, White and Blue?
No, the Anne Hathaway one with the Harry Styles fan fiction.
Yeah.
It's kind of giving that because it's just some horny woman who's sat around writing this story, but like it works. It really translates onto screen.
If you want to make cash in 2026, make it horny.
Make it horny. Although I did see somebody also talking about it on TikTok and being like, it's so frustrating because of what the TV companies are going to take from this is that people are really into hockey shows and we're going to see this like, this massive influx of hockey. It's like, just to be really clear, it's not the hockey. We're not.
But interestingly, in Book Talk, hockey is like a big thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ice hockey.
Yeah. Because it is so big.
I guess because it's big there.
So big in the northern states.
And I guess it's cold. Like, what else to do but bang?
And it's very it's very aggressive and manly, I think, as a sport
you're so
too, right? It's
There's
not
some
like
testosterone.
It's not gentle,
So true. Anyway, do give it a watch. Okay, we're going to move on to hot topic, and let's reflect. Let's go back to Timothée and Kylie at the Critics' Choice Awards this week. I mean, that was.
We need to go further back to the orange. Coupling outfits.
That, I mean, going back to the press tour, the orange is obviously the colour.
It's a shame. It's not the best choice, is it? But
I really love orange as a
but it
colour.
stands out. I mean, it's memorable, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you see Meg Salter?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
can't
good.
remember what his name is, but I couldn't work out if it was done like in kindness or if it was a bit mean girl.
I don't think it was a mean girl because I think everything she does is just like tongue in cheek, isn't it?
Yeah.
And she was like in character as well.
Yeah. They were posing. They were posing up a storm. Sorry, I should say that we're talking about Paul Downs and Meg Salter, who are both in Hacks, who recreated the orange look that Timothée and Kylie wore. When was that? A couple of weeks ago.
It's a real commitment.
To that
colour, yeah.
Listen, he even had like the chrome hearts bag and everything.
Yeah. No, like they had every detail. I think the whole look was chrome hearts, wasn't it? So maybe they just.
Who was her?
So
What was her look?
Who, Kylie?
Yeah. What was the
orange? Leather orange, like cut out.
Oh no, but I think that was also chrome hearts.
Was it?
I think they were his and hers
Okay.
outfits.
Wow.
I know.
It's very Justin and Britney.
It's but I'm into it. Why not have a couples moment on the red carpet? Let's move on and talk about something a bit more fashiony because Billie, you've got Este Haim's wedding dress on this, which I absolutely loved. People dragged on it, but like the second I saw it, I knew it was going to be something that people were mean about on the internet.
She's so kooky that it had to be kooky.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be so boring if she just wore a slip dress.
Yeah.
Like, we've seen her do that a million times on stage.
Agreed.
So.
Can you describe it for those listening, please?
Yes. So, Este Haim, she had this very structural, large, glamorous Vuitton dress, custom made, and her sisters also were in like a very soft, icy blue bridesmaid dress from Vuitton. But it's like huge, big puffy sleeves, big sort of like kind of draped corsety vibe, like big hip structure, big everything. It was very like Princess Diana vibe. But I just thought it was quite amazing because we've like 2025 saw the bride kind of do very similar things. Like, how many people did we see in the sort of Vivienne Westwood's corsety short number? Like, I mean, it looked amazing, which I get why it was like a rinse and repeat, but I think it was quite exciting for her to do something big, and she's a kooky girl.
And I also liked how the bridesmaid, her sisters, like they were very actually more simple and classic. Yeah. So it let her dress.
they looked gorgeous.
Like, do the talking.
Yeah.
There was a vintage feel to it, but it also cinched. It wasn't just like total 80s because it felt modern because, you know, it cinched in the right places, and I think the arms were quite straight.
Quite theatrical.
It was very theatrical, very sort of Shakespearean almost.
Yeah.
But I loved when the jacket came off. It then was very simple on top, and it just had this big full body skirt, and like I don't know. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, and I think if you're putting your wedding dress out on Vogue, you know that you're going to get the opinion, so you have to almost la 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 and, you know, not listen to it. But I do think we should just let people like be them.
Yeah.
In their wedding
I think
dresses.
it really suited her. Like, she looked amazing in it.
She obviously felt like herself, so I loved it. The other thing, Jen, that you've got written here is, when can we watch The Pit?
Oh, yeah, well, just on TV shows in America, The Pit, which has got Noah, is it Weil in it?
Yes.
Who was in ER, and he's now in this new medical drama in America. And it was one of those ones that was on a smaller station there, and then it became kind of this sleeper hit, and he keeps winning awards for it. And I'm desperate to watch it because I love, you know, like an ER, Grey's Anatomy, medical drama. So I don't know when that comes here.
So I saw that you'd written this down, so I did some research.
Thank you.
And The Guardian have written a thing about how it's part of a kind of long canon of, you know, the historical slowness with which we receive American shows, but, you know, like how we would get Game of Thrones at 2 a.m. because that was the time it dropped in the States, you know. But they were saying about this show that what makes it particularly exciting is it's like 24. It's 15 episodes all in real time. So anything else, any other celebrity moments? Adolescence obviously scooped up a load of awards.
He was so cute.
He's also grown up loads, hasn't he? I was like, you look way taller than when we last saw you.
So cute. I mean,
he won.
Insane.
Stephen Graham won. Aaron Doherty won.
Yes.
And then they won Best.
Oh, Jessie Buckley's gorgeous speech.
Jessie Buckley's speech.
Paul Mescal.
Yeah. Did you watch the whole speech?
Yeah.
It was so she won Best Actress for Hamnet, and everyone's saying the Oscar nominations aren't out yet, but everybody's saying that, you know, she's hotly tipped to take that gong. And she took some notes out of her bag when she won, but she didn't consult them once, and she gave the most gorgeous speech. I was really impressed.
Yeah, she made Paul Mescal genuinely blush.
Yeah.
On camera, he couldn't look.
Of course you
but
love
agree.
that part.
So many people sent it to me.
Does everyone on the SheerLuxe world know of your Paul Mescal lore? Should we just go back a minute?
Yeah. Let's rewind.
Go on,
Let's
out
rewind
yourself.
all the way back to normal people.
Oh, I accidentally. It was only meant to be a joke. And I made this account for normal people, for Connell, because he wore this sexy, silly silver chain. And it was peak. I mean, it was the perfect storm of like, it was lockdown, everyone was bored and horny. Yeah.
Apparently,
so
we still are.
Months.
Nothing's changed.
Spent months screenshotting poor pictures of Paul Mescal, objectifying him on the internet, and birthed Connell's chain.
And it blew up Connell's chain.
And then you met him.
And then I met him, and I had to tell him it was me. And now one of my best friends is his stylist, and you know, his Cartier contract is because he's now like so synonymous with.
Oh my god, he owes you money.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
awesome cool. Cartier.
Find his fee or Cartier, either or. Love that for you.
But my most fun fact of the whole thing is that men's jewelry sales went up by 600%. Men's chain necklaces went up by 600% that year.
Wow.
And why did I not get on affiliate?
Yeah,
links?
you could have been a men's jewelry influencer by now. Gosh,
but yeah, if you want to grow on social media, guys, just post thirsty pictures. That's basically what I learned.
Hot tip. There you go. You heard it
thirsty,
first.
Culturally appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Ride or die beauty product. Ladies, you're the girls to know for this. It's so cold outside. What are your ride or die products right now?
I know that in the summer, like, hair shedding is very normal, but my hair is dropping out in like bunches at the minute. So I have been I actually used it a couple of years ago and it's brilliant. And I've gone back to it. Is the Sharpore Pitted Growth Hair Serum, which everyone pronounces shampoo.
Yeah.
Because I think it looks
That's
like it
how
should
it's
be
spelled.
shampoo.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's that brand.
But it's
Yeah.
actually pronounced Sharpore, but I had no idea.
Yeah, I
until
thought it
met
was
a founder
shampoo.
who has the most luscious locks in the whole world.
Oh, wow.
It's not greasy. It's quite aqueous, but I would suggest putting it in at night, really massaging it into your scalp, and it totally changed my hair a couple of years ago. So
You actually have to wash it out.
no.
Oh, nice.
I just think it overnight it just sort of like seeps into your scalp a bit better. But yeah, if anybody else is going through
People
winter
love that stuff,
hair thinning, get on it.
I was about to say, is it like a thickening agent or does it help you with the loss?
It's a regrow.
Right.
Yeah.
Jen?
My kind of winter beauty issue is just dryness. My skin just feels so dry and like lackluster. So I've been layering on thick face creams. So two that I've been using are at two ends of the kind of price scale. Creme de la Mer cream, which is It's interesting because when it launched, it was like, this is the most crazy expensive cream in the world. It still is very pricey, but actually because now you have a lot of other brands like La Prairie's and Beda and things that are up there, Sturm, it doesn't seem so bad. And it also is just so, it's almost like corky in terms of its like texture. It's just so thick, feels like butter. And then at the other end of the scale, the Inky List have this amazing ceramide moisturizer, which is, again, very thick, but not greasy at all. So I'm using that more in the daytime. Whereas La Mer, I basically put it on like a face mask at night. So
Do you have a hand cream you recommend? Because that's where I feel the cold.
Loads, yeah. And I actually get chilblains on my hands.
Do you?
Yeah, really horrible.
Just such dry skin.
So actually, I would also not necessarily look at a hand cream, but just at a really great, like, occlusive ceramide-filled, peptide-filled cream. So one that I'm using is Dr. Jart's Cicapair cream. And that has loads of ceramides in it, so it's just going to help put loads of fatty acids into the skin and rehydrate them from inside out.
Because when I get really desperate, I will take the Weleda rich cream and just put that all over the top.
Yeah, I find a lot of hand creams are just a bit wishy-washy and just have a nice scent.
Yeah.
So I would just look for a really nice, like, balmy, oily cream.
Okay, noted. Can I also just give a shout out to a lip balm because also
yes, please.
dryness. There is a Sarah Chapman overnight.
Oh yes,
lip something. I'm not very good with product
with
names.
the clicky thing at the bottom.
One,
it's amazing. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Sensai do an amazing one too, which is in sort of like, it almost looks like skincare. It's in quite a thick bottle.
Okay.
An overnight mask. The Lineage one is great.
Yeah, that's very good.
Oh yeah, people love that one.
Yeah.
Great. Any other hydration tips?
I have a really good lip product that I tried. It's the Dennis Gross.
The plumper.
The plumper. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
My lips, I swear to God, were 25% bigger within like
it's so good.
30 seconds.
Free filler.
It's like, it kind of has that prickly feeling to it, but it was honestly astounding how much they actually plumped up.
It comes with a warning on the thing to like not basically touch
with
your
that
face
on.
with it after. You have to like, it's like you have to apply it within the lip line, because if you apply it on your skin, like it'll make your skin go red basically.
Ooh.
But it's great. No, it's really good. And they do tinted ones now as well.
That's beauty done. What's on the fashion wish list right now?
I have got my eye on this brand called Darla, which is this really cool denim brand. But they have these amazing utility jackets. There's like a sort of washed black one. There's a khaki one that's like, I'm going on safari this year, so that's definitely coming with me.
Let's talk about that.
And I just think they're really cool, and they're very, like, the jackets are super size inclusive. I think the denim is also pretty size inclusive, but they do very, just like a lot of Japanese selvage denim, like doesn't budge, but sort of molds to your body. And it's a very cool I think it's a London-based brand.
I hadn't heard of it, but I clicked on. I had a look once.
It's VU. The trousers are very
obsessed.
you. I need to research it properly, but they are just basically like really cool people making really cool denim.
It's just cool, Jen.
It's just cool.
No wonder I've not heard about it.
I love that jacket. Jen, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for a good pair of like comfortable but cool black pointy boots, basically. And I actually went and bought some this weekend in a high street shop. And as I was leaving the shop, I was like, what am I doing? They were like 30 quid. They looked cheap. They felt cheap. But you know, when you're like, I just want these now. I took them back.
Well done.
And now, thank you. And I'm going to invest in some. I really love the flattered ones. But there's a wait list, which is annoying.
Very popular.
And I'm impatient. So I found some other ones at Massimo, which I know are high street, but they're proper leather. They look really lovely. So I'm going to try those. And then also a pair, randomly Nobody's Child. They have a pair which are basically, they look like a sort of dupe of the flattered ones. So
I didn't know they did shoes.
no. And they're still like, they're like 160 quid. So they're like, I'm hoping they'll be good. Decent leather. But any tips on any others, I'd be grateful.
Well,
to hear.
I've gone in a different direction because what I'm going to, it's not actually something I'm buying, it's something I bought, which I'm going to recommend because I felt like I had a gap for a chunky flat boot, like which isn't massively around anymore as like a trend at all. The look is all very pointed or small heel, whatever. But I felt like what I didn't have was a kind of a weekend boot, and that all of my boots were pointy
for the ice,
and that I felt a bit like I was kind of going to work when I was on a weekend or on a city break or whatever. I didn't want to always be wearing the pointy looks. So I also invested in a Todd's pair that are burgundy because I thought then I can wear them with all the browns, but also the blacks. They have been the best thing I bought all of last year. They are obviously they weren't cheap, but the comfort that you get when you go, and also you forget that when you go to like a proper shoemaker, like it's not just a designer brand, like they make shoes, and they have been from like the get-go so comfortable. They're wide enough that they fit like a really chunky sock as well. And I can't believe how much I've worn them. They have been so transformative. I think the key to getting it right, like in a modern way, is to go for something like, don't wear anything tight, obviously. I mean, we're not really wearing tight trousers these days anyway, but to try and find like a baggy jean, but not like super baggy. I don't want to feel like a kind of skater girl.
Yeah.
So just that kind of straight leg look. And I think because they're not black, maybe they feel a bit more modern, but I'll bring them in. I'll give them a wear and you can see. Let's talk about travel, because it's the new year. Today is the day that the podcast goes live, and it's also the day that we have a travel special running on SheerLuxe, which is really exciting. We're going to start dipping our toe into specials a little bit more this year, starting with travel. And I want to know where you guys are going this year. You just said you're going.
I have one flight booked.
Oh, go on.
Which is very un-me, because as a woman with no children, like me and my partner, like travel a lot. But we're going skiing in March for a little weekend.
But I don't doubt you will do more. Fun. So you said you're going on safari?
I am going on safari at the end of Feb, which is safari is my entire personality.
I love that for you.
I'm going back to South Africa.
Amazing.
But before then, I'm actually going to Finland in Jan.
Cool. That's cool.
To Lapland. Well, we're flying into Lapland, and then I think it's a bit further away. To like a new place there that's called, I think it's called Skyra. I need to find out. I'm taking my mum, and we're hopefully going to see some northern lights.
Amazing.
Which will be beautiful. And then we actually booked a girls' weekend to Ibiza over Valentine's weekend.
Fun.
We're do a Valentine's little girls' trip to Formentera.
That's so nice. Is stuff open in February then?
Probably not, no.
It'll be chilled though.
But we're just going to have a chill, yeah.
Love that.
And that's all the travel I've booked so far. But similarly to Jen, I'm like, right, let's book some flights.
I have actually got a detox in a couple of weeks as well in Switzerland.
Oh, yeah.
So I love a detox.
I know you love a detox.
Yeah.
I know this about you. So maybe can you tell?
I love detox because I have very little what's the word I'm thinking of?
Just willpower.
Like willpower. So
self-control.
Self-control. I have very little self-control and very little willpower. So going on a detox once or twice a year where someone just gives you an itinerary and says, this is what you're doing, this is what you're eating for a week. And then it kind of resets me and reboots me for the next 6 months is very helpful for me. Okay. So I'm going to a place called Clinique La Prairie in Switzerland, which has been around for like 100 years. And it's really beautiful, but also very strict. So I'm going to be...
What does strict mean?
Do you know what? It's not like a starvation camp. Like they do... the food's actually good. I've been before briefly, and the food's nice and nutritious and nourishing, but they'll do blood tests on your arrival, kind of consultations, scans, etc., and depending on what your wants and needs are. So mine is the program I'm doing there is a kind of reset, but also focus on longevity. So it'll be about battling inflammation and kind of looking at your bloods and seeing where you're lacking and nutrients, things like that. So it's just a little bit of a reset. So there'll be lots of treatments and lots of sleeping and lots of information. I love gathering information about my health.
What's the best one you've done?
One of the ones I went to was the place called Lanzerhof Sylt, which is on this island in the complete north, just on the border with Denmark of Germany. They kind of call it the Hamptons of Germany, this little island, but it felt like a Bond villain layer, the setup. So it's an incredibly designed architectural feat, the clinic, but it sort of feels like you're in a 5-star luxury hotel, but also getting sort of
poked and prodded.
Yeah, whipped into shape by the dog, by the doctors there. Exactly. So you've got you have your colonic hydrotherapy, which I have a love-hate relationship with, and acupuncture and that kind of this thing called cranioscalpel therapy, I think it's called, which is where they kind of manipulate your scalp and your neck to get rid of energy blockages. Really lovely treatments. Yeah. You can also have facials. You can get Botox at these places and stuff.
Well, there's a Lanzerhof in London.
Yes,
isn't there?
Yeah.
I'm so scared of deprivation, particularly in a food capacity. If I could go, I'd much rather go on a boot camp, for example, than go on somewhere like an exercise, where there was still loads of food. The idea of just getting like a little soup and like a courgette,
and it is quite. I mean, it can be quite hardcore, especially because you can't because you're not getting that many calories. You can't do that much exercise.
Yeah,
it is weird, and you go through there's always like the worst day. It's normally the middle day where you physically kind of crash. But quite often by the end you feel really good, really energized. Like again, as I said, like reset, rebalanced.
I think I'd rather be energized by Diet Coke, if I'm honest. Like, I think I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no, none of that. No caffeine, no sugar, no wheat, no dairy,
I just don't,
no fun.
I think it's very brave to go and put yourself in an environment where you won't have access to any of those things, because I think they're quite crutchy.
But I think that's the easy bit, weirdly, in a way, is because you don't have the access to it. There's no temptation. So I
think that panics me, actually, just thinking about that.
I'm scared of the like white walls and the white coats and the white
so then,
lights.
So they're not like, some of them are like that. But I mean, again, as we said, they're very luxurious, a lot of these places. So the room is gorgeous, you know, and the setting. I mean, the Lanzerhof, it's on this beautiful island. And one thing I remember about it when I went was there are wild roses growing in all the bushes. So when you walk around the island, it just smells of rose. It's like a really beautiful place.
In a way that adds to the creepiness.
It does.
It
does feel quite end of the world-ish sometimes, because you'll literally get fed like, you know, soup and crackers, and then go
it's getting Black Mirror. But like, I don't know, much respect for those of you. Will you make sure you tell us how it is?
I'll tell you how it was.
We've got to move on, and we need to do dilemmas, but very quickly, I would love a New Year's resolution from both of you, please.
I would like to broaden my recipe repertoire. I love cooking, but I feel like crunched on time, I just kind of come back to the same things over and over again. And there's so many brilliant recipes on social media. And I've just downloaded this new app called Reseme, where you can share all of your like Instagram and TikTok saved recipes into the app, and it breaks it all down into ingredients and method and everything.
I said last week that they should have something that does this.
That's already genius.
You know, like the arrow share to Bhatia on Instagram. You literally share it to the app, and within like a second, it pulls through everything. Here's all your list of ingredients. Here's the method. It even breaks down the nutrition.
I am thrilled, but also furious that this already exists, because I was like, I've come up with a brilliant idea.
I'm sad for you.
There's like a 7-day free trial, and then I think the annual subscription is like £30.
Great.
Which I've already used it. I've used it twice.
Yeah. Because the most irritating thing, I cook a lot from the Nutritionist's recipes, and on Instagram you can't pause. So you just have to let the bloody video play or screenshot everything. Yeah, so that's amazing.
Yeah, game changer. It's really, really good.
Reseme. Genius. Love that. Jenn,
genius. Well done,
ma'am. Fuming. Well, aren't they clever?
Mine is, it's a cliche, but just to read more. So I've got 30 books targeted, which I think is doable.
What's the first one?
I'm halfway through Free Food for Millionaires, which is actually not a very new book. It's the same author that wrote Pachinko.
I need to go back to Pachinko.
I really loved it, but I have people, it was sort of hit and miss with
I think I just drifted away, but I must get back to it.
So I'm going to try and do that. Although I was saying to someone this morning, I don't really have a commute. My walk to work is 15 minutes, and that's such a kind of key time to read.
Yeah, it is.
So I might actually start bringing the book into work and actually just trying to like take a lunch break.
Yeah, take half an hour.
Idea. Yeah, and actually go and sit and read somewhere. So
love that.
What about you?
Yes. So my mum does a thing where she picks a word rather than in like a specific resolution, which I actually really like, because it kind of touches then multiple areas of your life. So I'm going to pick what's the word? Hang on, it's really useful if you can remember it. Oh, consistency. Thank you. I'm going to pick consistency. Because I think that
covers a lot of bases.
It covers a lot of bases, really, and it could mean anything, whether that is drinking more water or charging shit before I go to bed. I don't know, just anything that I think, I must get better at doing that. Just trying to maintain that.
Yeah. So I'm quite like goal driven. Like if I stick to something and then I become stubborn with myself.
Yeah, that's really good.
So I haven't had chocolate in 3.5 years.
That's just insane. No wonder you can hack the clinic.
Because I did the first clinic and I had to give it up because you give up sugar.
Yes.
And then I carried it on when I got home for a bit. And then I had done, I think, a month, and I was like, I'll see if I can do, 2 months, 3 months. And then I got to a few months and I was like, see if I can do a year without having a piece of chocolate. Did a year. And then now I feel a bit like I've got like the AA chips. And if I break, I'll have to start again.
Go back to zero.
And I feel so... Well, it's not even smug, because chocolate's not even bad for you, but being able to be like, I haven't had chocolate in 3 years.
Yeah, it's like a fun fact.
But then I won't have that anymore if I have it.
No, you won't. This is true.
Wow.
So here I am.
My mind is just blown.
Will you eat sweets?
You go that long.
Yeah. I still have sugar, not all the time, but no
just
chocolate.
Not chocolate.
But also I have I miss it every day, and my husband and I will eat it and I'll like sniff it. And I also, it's not like bad for you. Nothing's bad for you really, but it's a
mental goal
stubbornness of myself.
I was saying to a girlfriend that I don't like quitting books. My friend was like,
I know.
no one cares.
No one
I
one
did that
knows.
with
No one cares.
Intermezzo. I made myself read the whole thing.
Like, why? What's the
And
point?
I was you
I
with
can't believe I
books.
wasted
just
that
quit.
time.
Yeah,
No.
it is a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's a waste of time.
So,
Yeah.
but sorry, the point also being maybe apply that to chocolate. Like, no one cares.
I know.
Like, if you want
but
it, just eat the
but
chocolate.
I just,
You care.
yeah,
that's
I
fair.
care.
Okay, let's finish
Dilemmas.
by going through some dilemmas. We had loads of questions. We had loads of questions that are not necessarily dilemmas. So we'll do some quick fire questions.
Cool.
And then a few dilemmas. Okay, so somebody says, what did you pick up in the sales? Any sales purchases, girls?
Yes. I did a Bicester trip. I braced
Wow.
and braved.
On what
Bicester.
date?
Yeah.
The 29th.
Because did you see the 26th, the queues?
Madness.
Did you get there early?
No.
Oh.
We got there at like 4:30.
And you were fine?
in the
Interesting.
afternoon. Fine.
Oh,
So
right.
fine. I mean, we queued for a couple of places, but you're queuing for about like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Picked up the trainers I've got on.
Love.
Those, yeah.
From Loewe?
From Loewe.
Very cool.
And I got a really great winter coat from Bhatia. It's actually a men's one, but it's very unisex.
Did you go with things in mind? I feel like with Bicester, you have to go with an open mind.
Yeah.
and
Totally
an open
open
wallet,
mind.
basically.
Yeah, you have to have
Yeah.
cash and
Yeah.
not care what you buy, yeah.
Well, okay, the girl maths in me worked it out. It was if you bought 3 ready-to-wear items at Bottega, you got 40% off everything.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
So it's kind of almost
Wow.
buy one get one free.
got
So
you
there.
I got a trench coat, a coat, and a pair of sandals
Cool.
That's pretty good.
for like what I thought was a reasonable amount of money
Yeah.
for 3 designer
That's
items.
an amazing deal
Yeah.
because presumably they're already discounted and then you
Yeah.
get 40% off all of
I
it.
got all of that for less than £1,500,
That's ridiculous.
which I think
Yeah.
is
That's very good.
things
well
I'll
done.
keep for a lifetime.
Yeah.
And
Well
like
done.
really good classic pieces. So yeah, I think
love
I've
that
done
for
pretty
you.
well in sales shopping. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
Jen,
you.
any sale purchases?
I mean, I got a couple of things from Zara. So they're into this girl. Got this jacket.
I like that a lot. Very
Thank
smart.
you. Thanks. But I have my eye on some jewelry, basically. So I am saving up to get like some nice grown-up jewelry.
Nice. Anything in mind?
There's a couple of things at Bear Brooks Bank that I really like.
Yeah.
She's got some nice like chunky kind of gypsy rings that I
cool.
love.
What, have you done a sales purchase?
Yes, the one thing I did buy was a Frankie Shop leather bomber / jacket,
Nice.
which I had borrowed from the brand for Paris Fashion Week when I was there in October and loved. So waited for it to go in the sale and got that and actually wore it every day in Florence. It's a really good oversized one. So I'm pleased with that. Somebody says, what do you do for a January reset? Any tips? What do you guys do other than clearing out cupboards at your parents' house?
Go to
I
Clinique La
can't, actually
Prairie.
can't recommend that enough. Yeah, the different ends of the spectrum on this
Different
one.
types of clear outs.
Yeah.
What do you
Or the
do?
Bottega in this case.
Yeah. What do you do to reset?
Just get rid of things. I think we have this. Everyone has this very hoarder mentality, or like, I must keep this iPhone box that I'll never use again.
Yeah, the man
like,
drawer.
Just if I've not touched it for a year, it's gone. It's
Oh,
ruined.
that's a good one. Yeah, big cleanup.
It's a bit overwhelming otherwise, isn't
Yeah.
it? Okay, let's look at some dilemmas. Somebody has asked, this is juicy, a colleague I don't trust has asked me to recommend them for a role at my new company. If I say no, it'll cause drama. If I say yes, it could backfire. What's the classy way out?
Oh,
I don't trust, not don't like. Don't trust.
Don't trust.
I just think putting anyone forward for a role, you've got to really back them, haven't you? Because
Yeah.
imagine putting someone forward for a job and then they fall
Yeah.
in their face.
I think, don't you just tell her that you'll put them forward and don't do it?
yeah.
they know.
Is that bad?
Is that bad?
make me
Is that, yeah, are we?
untrustworthy? Or I would like say, oh, look, I know this person. I think that they're good at X, Y, and Z. I'm not sure that they're good at A, B, and C for this job, but that's up to you as a hiring manager
Yeah.
to consider that.
Because it depends why you don't trust them, doesn't it?
It's the trust word that's throwing me because do you trust also the company? Because I might then go to the company and say, listen, this person's told me to put forward. I actually personally
Don't
would
trust them.
recommend them.
Yeah.
But then also you're like,
I think
Stopping
it's a
someone's
scenario
career.
in which, to spare everyone's feelings,
yeah,
you just tell them, yeah, no problem, I'll put your name forward, and you don't.
yeah,
Fair.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, this is an interesting one. My partner is wonderful, kind, loyal, dependable, but I don't feel excited anymore. Is that a red flag or just adulthood?
I think it depends how long in you are and also what you mean by excited. Like I've been with my partner, my husband, for 15 years and every day is not exciting, is it? Like, no. I'm sure you'll agree. But I still get excited for him and I still get excited about our plans and I get excited about our friends and family. And it's not like every day I wake up and think, God, a thrill. What a thrill. So I think it depends like at what level and how often you're feeling like that.
I think there's an expectation that the sort of the feelings you have at the beginning of a relationship should last, and that therefore it's a red flag if they don't last. But we have this very like monogamous society, and if you want to buy into that, then I think one needs to adjust their expectations about what that will look like. It won't be butterflies for 10 years in, 20 years in, but what it will be is a lot of other things. And I think that that's really normal and really natural. I think where the problem is if you feel like you love them but are not in love with them. I think that's a really important distinction. And this person's a kind, loyal, dependable, if that's becoming a sort of brotherly thing,
or like a dog, that sounds
like a dog,
dog.
then I feel like that's the red flag. Like, when they're like your pet, sweet, but like maybe not romantic. But I think if there's still sort of romance there, like if you still have an active sex life and if you're still able to kind of do things that feel like you're making the effort for each other, then there's still romantic love, and therefore you'll be fine.
Yeah. Also, what are you bringing to the table to make it exciting?
Exactly.
Like if you're not doing anything to make it exciting either, then that person is going to match your energy.
Yeah, you've got to work at it, haven't you?
You actually do. You have to do, and I think when people talk about working at it, like part of that is the sort of the romantic side of things. And by that I don't mean like, scattering rose petals, but the things that make your relationship not just a companionship, but a romantic relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, social media has turned my life into a performance, even for myself. How do you enjoy success without constantly measuring it publicly?
Wow.
Billie, thoughts?
I think you have to look at who you are performing that to and why you are seeking the external validation, which we all do. Everybody seeks it. It's a very normal thing to do. But if that success is becoming a bit snaky inside yourself, then I think just step away from socials entirely. Give yourself a week off and kind of reassess what the success is that you are seeking or that you have and how you acknowledge it, because that could just be going to bed at 9 p.m, having had a really good day and just watching an episode of something and having a great sleep. That is success as much as flashing something on Instagram. I think like we are all so guilty of it, and the churn continues and continues and continues, and it will continue unless you literally like retract yourself from it. So just pause.
I found a really good way to check myself was in and around any one thing. Would you still do this if you couldn't tell anyone in the world about it? Like, would you still want this? Whether that is going to an event, would you go if nobody ever found out that you went, or would you this person could do so many different things, but would you go on that night out, or would you buy that outfit if you could never tell? I think if you can always question if you're doing something for yourself or if you're doing it performatively and for other people, it's quite a good way to keep yourself in check. So I recommend doing that.
Very good.
All right. Thanks so much.
That was lovely.
That was lovely, wasn't it? So lovely.
I think I managed to engage my brain.
Maybe we're back.
Maybe we are. We're back.
We're going to actually be
It took 24 hours.
We are back in the game. Thank you so much for watching, for listening. If you have any feedback, then pop it in the comments below. Let us know what you thought of Marty Supreme, please. And a huge thank you, Billie and Jenn.
Thanks
for having me.
Also, do subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.